Here we go.
Hey.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the first episode of the Riggaman Rocky Cast. I
It
am
is Rocky, and I am Rigga. Let's
the Big
go.
Rig, man with a plan. You know how that goes.
Let's go, bro. I'm here for it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm
I'm here
just
for
I'm
it.
just here to say either we agree or we don't agree, but at the end of the day, we are all part of We Don't Agree Network.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
So basically, our show is going to be kind of similar to the We Don't Agree podcast, except we'll go over certain topics and then we'll go over, reactions to crazy YouTube shorts, more or less. But other than that, Rigga, how you feeling, man? You
Oh
doing
man, I'm
good?
feeling great today, bro. I'm feeling absolutely great, man. Had a great week at work. Had a great week at work. Having a little bit of sippity sip. You feel me? Got a little Remy in
Oh,
my cup. Feeling great, man. Having an awesome time, man. Good to be alive. Happy to be alive. Happy to be alive. How about yourself, man? How your week been? How
oh,
your holidays and stuff?
I am feeling mighty fine. I feel like Betty White right about now,
My boy
living
say mighty fine.
mighty fine, bruh. I'm quiet weekend, lots of stuff going on. Got myself a mixture of Gatorade and Blue Hawaiian. I call it the Blue Bomber.
The blue bomber in this bitch.
Yeah, and it smells. My cup literally smells like I came straight out of Margaritaville. No questions asked.
I feel you on that, bro.
I just want to sit back, drink this out of the damn coconut.
How's your holidays and shit?
Mine was pretty good. Just worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I work with incompetent people in retail. So can't say much more than that, but I get to enjoy the fact that I still get to see the people of Florida doing Florida people stuff.
Yeah.
What about
I
you, man? You did some stuff. You're making moves.
Oh yeah, bro. I work for a cannabis company now. A pretty big one. You feel me? I'm in sales. And shit, I had a really good week this week, man. Put it like that, I had a good week this week. I closed my first big deal, right? My first big sale. So that's gonna have me a nice little drink and shit, a little celebratory action over here, you know.
Drink to
And I'm
that. Drink to
yep.
that.
And I'm excited for the trade shows coming up. It's a lot of trade shows coming up. I'm excited for it, man. A lot of trade shows coming up in February. Champs Trade Show. It's going to be going down on Champs Trade Show. So yeah, catch me
Going
in
down like
Vegas.
young jock.
I don't know about all that, G, but
Ah,
that'd be
you could
nice though.
you be in
That'd be
there like
awesome.
swimwear,
Fucking
brother.
nice. Like somewhere out on Chief. Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that like a motherfucker. Yeah,
But
but I'm gonna turn some of these. I'm gonna turn these into tickers. These.
ooh,
Yeah, there we go.
okay.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do. What do you want to start with? Yeah, I'm gonna start with this one actually. The whole time. This is what we gonna start with. We got
Which one
comments on there.
hasn't shown up on screen yet, but entertain
Yeah.
me.
All right. Booyah. This we're gonna roll with first. We're gonna start the show off with this question here.
Ah,
Yeah.
so everyone knows that Starry, the new drink from Pepsi, has replaced good old Sierra Mist. But everyone's wondering, is it too soon or was it, a bad decision that Sierra Mist got replaced with Starry? I'm
Hold
gonna
on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Let's read the question out. All right.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you believe
Okay.
Pepsi made? Do you think Pepsi made the right choice or wrong choice by replacing Sierra Mist with Starry? Right. That's a general question.
Yeah.
Right. Have you all seen Starry? Have you all seen that new product?
I actually have, to be fair. I've seen it in Target. They just rolled it out like last week.
Let's see if I can try to share my screen here, man. How do I do that? But yeah, man, if y'all haven't seen it, that's y'all fucking bad. Hold on, I'll try to share my screen, G. Let me
Okay.
get my screen share on here. I don't know. My boy Dez knows how to do the screen share shit, man. I ain't trying to fuck it up right now, honestly.
Ooh.
But we'll fuck with it later. But yeah, regarding the Sierra Mist and Starry situation, there we go. I like that shit better. Regarding the
All
Sierra
right.
Mist and Starry situation, bro, I personally feel my personal opinion is that they made the right choice because no one was giving a fuck about no Sierra Mist. G, she was completely irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Like, only reason Sierra Mist was relevant was because of that's a Pepsi owned product, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Only reason Sierra Mist was relevant because of Pepsi's buying power, bro. Right. So like, if you carried any other Pepsi products, you had to carry Sierra Mist, right? Like, period. Like, motherfuckers was asking for Sprite, you got Sierra Mist, right? Like, no one would say, "Oh, let me get a Sierra Mist." No one ever said that. So I feel like Sierra Mist was trash, right? It came out. I mean, like, in my lifetime, Sierra Mist came out in my lifetime, right? Sierra Mist when it came out, like in the 2000s, early 2000s,
End of the 90s, to be exact. I
and
think
the
it was like
90s.
90, 98, 99.
Yeah, right. Sierra Mist is some new shit anyway, bro. And Sierra Mist, it came out to compete with Sprite, and it lost. Facts, it lost. It took an L. That's my opinion on it, though. That's my opinion on it. How do you feel about the Sierra Mist?
I think personally, I kind of feel like Pepsi kind of is taking an L on this one. But the reason why they're taking an L more for it is because they under advertise Sierra Mist, which I kind of feel like is cause and effect. You also are competing against Coca Cola, which has more of buying power on a global scale. You don't see really Pepsi outside of the US or Mexico or Canada. Coca Cola expands all over the place. So you'll see Sprite. You also see celebrities endorse it, like LeBron James. Hell, you have Lil Yachty promoting Sprite.
Yeah,
Pepsi hadn't had.
But Sprite was like Sprite's been around for much longer though. It's more than
Yeah,
just like promotion. It's like the culture
yeah,
about it. Like, you
yeah.
got
That's
Sierra Mist as a replacement
yeah. But the
at
thing is
restaurants.
yeah. But my point being is that more people are familiar with Sprite because of how influential it is and how more people see it. It's like advertisement is king, but Pepsi. Where else would you get Pepsi outside of the U.S., Canada, and Mexico? Everyone knows what Sprite is. You have more buying power from Coke than you do from Pepsi, and it's just like you could
Exactly,
just
bro. And my boy's just right here. My boy Alex rocks 30. My boy Alex rocks 30, but you're 100%
oh,
right.
that's my boy right there. That's my boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro, you're 100% right, bro. Because Sierra Mist is just ass anyway. Like, let's be real. Sierra Mist is just not as good as Sprite. It's just
Dude,
not. So like, so Starry might be some heat. So I'm actually kind of excited for this Starry shit because this shit might be some fire. So like, whatever, bro. And I don't even drink pop like that. I'm from Chicago. We call that shit pop. All right, P-O-P, pop.
facts. But point of the argument is that for me, it's just like you could replace the flavor of Sierra Mist with the Starry flavor, and no one would know, but it still would be fire. But at the same time, it's just like
Have you had
basically
Starry or are you just talking?
I'm talking, but I also talk to the people that distribute, that down here because we don't have Pepsi immediately distributing. We have Buffalo Rock down south or in certain parts of the country, but they've got to try this shit and they got to what's it called? They talk about this quite a bit, so gotta
I'm gonna look
understand.
into this. I'm gonna look into this. And on our next episode, I'm gonna have some cold hard facts about this Starry Sierra Mist situation. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, at this point, pretty much Pepsi's taking an L regardless of whether you say it needs to go or whether it had to stay. But Pepsi ultimately the loser in this one.
I don't know, bro. I think it's Pepsi resetting though. Sometimes in business, you guys take a step backwards to go forward.
Yeah, but you know what's the real funny
Sometimes
thing
you gotta
about
cut
it?
that dry weight. Sometimes you gotta cut that shit off you so that way you can move forward, bro. You know.
Facts. The other thing you got to consider also, and this is actually kind of funny, is that they're replacing Mountain Dew with Starry as the drink of the Super Bowl.
I mean, see, that's money though. That's that. You just
That's
said yourself.
advertisement.
Exactly. You just said yourself. You was like, yo, that shit's not being advertised, right? And that's why Sierra misspelled. So if Starry come out hard and heavy, like, nigga, it's a drink of the Super Bowl, then of
Yeah,
course, then like
yeah.
now, nigga, people gonna be drinking it.
Well, Coke never really sponsored the Super Bowl like that because they always had Pepsi sponsoring it for like in the halftime show for like the last probably 15 years, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, because they got a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called the Pepsi halftime show.
There you go.
It's
But
called
you
the
also,
Pepsi halftime show.
yeah, because I think what's it called? Sprite used to sponsor the NBA All Star game, but they sponsored
Mm-hmm.
like the dunk contest or some shit for the longest.
Yep.
With Sprite, believe it or not.
But it's actually Coca-Cola though. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
That's
Coca-Cola, but
Coca-Cola.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah. Absolutely though. So I don't know. No, actually, I do know. Fuck that. I do know. Pepsi was right in this decision, right? Sierra Mist was old and washed up. You know what I'm saying? They had to get some new heat in there, and I'm with it. Let's move on to another question, man. Let's find some other heat up in here, man. How the chat doing, man? Where everybody in the chat from? Where y'all at? You know, whoever been there, let us know where you at, man. You feel me? Let us know where you at. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know about this. This is a good
fine.
question. All right. Has platforms like Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube become too saturated? That's the next question.
That personally, as someone who's been streaming on Twitch for well over 5 or 6 years at least,
Okay.
with everything going on for like the last 3, and Mixer, which was Twitch's competitor, closing down because it was owned by Microsoft. Basically, Twitch, YouTube had gotten saturated with too many streamers and not enough viewers, which kind of also plays into why YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and all that stuff are becoming a thing of the last 2 or 3 years, even TikTok.
Yeah.
I think that personally, as someone who's been a content creator for a better portion of 5 or 6 years, I think that it has become too saturated, and I feel like there's a lot of people who are kind of trying to go into business for themselves. But at the same time, it's just like the attention span and the way things have been content-wise have derived from what it was when I first started.
Okay. Well, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe the shit is, has been oversaturated, right? But from my experience and how I feel about it, it depends on what you're talking about, right? That's my take on the whole thing because it can be oversaturated in certain spaces, right? So if we're talking about the gaming space, then yeah, the shit's hella oversaturated, right? It's hella oversaturated in like the first person, the FPS genre, right? That shit's oversaturated as fuck, right? Like, but if you do certain things and you angle your shit a certain way, I don't feel like it's oversaturated if you're talking about the right shit, right? But it's oversaturated in the sense as if, oh, I'm gonna make a channel exactly like Dr. Disrespect, right? You're not going to succeed because he's already there, right? There's already people that's below him that's like him that are successful, right? So it's like you're going to come here and just be like another dime a dozen character on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube or whatever the hell streaming platform we're talking about, right? That's the issue. The issue in my opinion, the issue is not too many people because the world is limitless, right? Like, I mean, like not limitless, but there's so many people in the world for us to reach via, YouTube and these social media platforms and streaming platforms that it's down to the content creator to do something creative.
Yeah, because everyone wants to be Ninja, everyone wants to be Dr. Disrespect, everyone wants to be like Mr. Beast, but I've also seen too many of the same gimmicks and song and dance being played so many times that you don't understand how that the gap is widening.
Yeah, man, I got somebody to come on here, bro. My cousin, this motherfucker a little wild. We're gonna see how this shit work out, bro. We're gonna bring his ass on here. Post the link in the comments for me, bro.
Oh, for the
excuse me.
For the thing?
Yeah, for the chat, man.
Hold up.
Yeah, post a link in the chat, man. We're gonna bring this motherfucker on here. This about to be exciting.
Yep.
Hold on, set this up, man. Everyone, hold on for a second. Everybody, hold on for a second here. Click the link if y'all want to join the conversation, by the way. That we posted in the chat right here. Click the link if you want to join the conversation, bro. Click it. Hop on. Click the freaking link, my dude.
Join the party.
Join
We
the
all know where the
party,
party's
man.
at.
For real, join the party, man. Join the freaking party. Join the party, man. Hold on, guys. I'm someone's trying to join and they're having a hard time, so I'm trying to help them out here. I'm trying to help them out. I'm trying to help them out. Oh
Ex-
yes, this is about to be entertaining as hell. But
Let's
yeah,
go.
man. Let's see if this works right here. Yep, that's the link right there. Booyah. Okay, I sent him the link. If he can figure it out, he can figure it out. But
But
yeah, man. But
what's
regarding, all
what's
right, my bad. Back to the saturation shit of the whole thing, right? Regarding saturation, it's up to the content creator to do some new shit. You know what I'm saying? If no one's doing no new shit, if no one's innovating, if everyone's just doing copy paste stuff, then of course it's gonna get boring, right? Of course everyone's gonna be like, oh, I'm not watching this guy, I'm not watching that girl, I'm not doing it, right? Because it's the same shit every time over and over again. So it's not oversaturated. It's oversaturated with fucking garbage, but not original content
because
because
let's face it, because we've seen the same guy smoking weed and playing Call of Duty for 3 hours and is basically doing the same thing 5 days a week. That means that you're not really doing much of anything besides smoking weed and playing Call of Duty, right? If
I
you're
mean
doing
exactly
Because if you're doing the same ass shit, that one trick pony is only going to get you so far, which is what I'm agreeing with you on. I
facts.
mean, if you can play Escape from Tarkov, cool. Make some new content. Play some Pokemon while you're fucking high or when you're doing a Molly trip. I don't care. It's just like, do
you,
something.
you say play some Pokeball while doing a Molly trip. Just do something original, huh?
Facts. I mean,
And
what
that's
more
my
can.
whole thing about it, bro. My whole thing is that we just need more original content, right?
Yep. I just wish that people can still watch 10-minute or 30-minute videos and not go to 30 seconds with their attention span being that of a chipmunk's.
True. True. Booyah. Let me check this off right here. Uh,
But next comment.
Next question. Considering the buyout of Activision by Microsoft, what major gaming publisher could be next on the market to be bought out? Shit.
Can I get this one first, if you
Yeah,
don't
go
mind?
ahead, man. Take the lead, man. Take the lead,
I'm gonna
man.
put I'm putting big money, and I'm saying this nicely. EA is gonna be the next one to get bought out. Just
Mm.
I think that EA has a lot to lose in this situation because after Madden for the last 4 years has gotten terrible reviews, and their Ultimate Team is getting shittier and shittier by the year. There's the new Skate free to play that'll be coming out sometime this year. College
Free to
football is
play. Free to play is the
free to
key word.
key word, but it's also paywall is probably somewhere in there.
But that's why free to play. Come on.
Yeah. No, I get that. But what I'm talking about is that you also
Hand
got
in hand.
but I was about to say the other one is college football is coming back next year. And that is going to be the make it or break it for EA, especially with the way that they cannot afford another failure of a game, even though people are going to throw like a couple million copies of Madden like it's nothing. But it's just like that college football game with the NIL deal is crucial for EA to not screw up after Battlefield 2042, after the last Madden score, and the Madden fiasco with Ultimate Team.
Yep.
Madden
But
cannot afford another screw up.
I hear with
Period.
that, but EA also has FIFA.
Well, the FIFA deal runs out this coming year, so
Yeah, but they already negotiated with a lot of major leagues.
well they're coming up with EAFC or something like that, from what I've heard. But they have a pretty good thing going with UFC, so hopefully we see a new UFC game within the next year or so.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one though, EA, huh? But that's a big player.
Yeah, and considering how Activision got bought out, can you blame them?
No, but if EA gets bought out, it's only going to be by Microsoft.
Or Sony, if Sony could
Sony don't get that money to buy out fucking EA. Sony don't get that money to buy out EA.
We'll see what Microsoft is doing after
the
whole thing with Activision comes to a close.
I know CD Projekt Red, they might get bought out. If you're talking about that type stuff, CD Projekt Red might get bought out. You know, that's the maker of The Witcher and of Cyberpunk and all that.
Ooh, after that whole Cyberpunk thing for like the first year.
Mm-hmm. But they might get bought out because Cyberpunk made a big resurgency with the anime and the popularity of the anime, driving right directly into, you know, the motherfucking the game sales. And then Keanu Reeves, and now the second game's coming. Everyone's back excited for the second game. So like everyone wants a second season to the anime. Like, and then The Witcher's coming back out. They're gonna remaster that. They're making a new Witcher, a new multiplayer online Witcher series. So like that's gonna be some fucking heat. The new Witcher series, right? So, in CD Projekt Red, if done correctly, would be a major purchase by anybody, bro. By anybody, bro. And if CD Projekt Red got purchased like by someone like Sony, that'd be ridiculous.
Because of like God of War and all that, right?
Exactly.
Especially with
but
all the
thing is, it's just a thing about them being able to do exclusive titles, right? If CD Projekt Red made an exclusive title for Sony, fucking fire, fucking heat.
But actually, one of my friends was talking to me about this the other day, and he literally said something that caught my attention. It's just like Microsoft is just buying people out just to buy people out, because it's just like, look at the way Activision bought out the rights to Crash Bandicoot from the original owners, Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog being known for also the Uncharted series, and I think The Last of Us, if I recall correctly.
Sly Cooper, but that's cool. But what no one's talking about is how Microsoft just laid off, like, I think 5% of their employees. Look that shit up. They just fired hella people from Bethesda, from 313 Studios, people doing Halo. And this happened last week. Microsoft just fired hella people last week. Yeah, and these is 100% facts though. So
yeah, the thing is, it's just like Microsoft is going to buy people out just because they want the rights to those games. I also kind of feel like it's petty, but
how Microsoft firing people. They're also firing people.
Taking games and firing people. Microsoft logic.
Crazy as hell, bro.
This is why I'm a PlayStation man, bro. Exactly why.
Oh shit. I'll pick another question, man.
Go ahead. Surprise me.
Let's go to some weed shit, huh?
Oh, I think I know which one you're referring to.
Yeah. It's a pretty loaded question, but
it's a pretty good question nonetheless.
Yeah. With majority of the states in the U.S. legalizing recreational marijuana, should the federal government step in to make it federally legal? What are your comments on this shit, chat? And Rocky, you go ahead. Take center stage, my boy. What's your opinion on this?
Without a doubt, absolutely. Thing is, it's just like the marijuana industry in the state of Colorado being the first to legalize it recreationally. You see how that comes into play. Maryland just recreationally legalized it. That'll go into effect July of this year. There are a whole lot of states that are recreationally. Majority of the states have legalized it. Why the hell not? You know how much money we could be making off of legalizing recreational weed, also building stuff towards the research of it, but also legalize sports betting? We would be out of having a debt ceiling in about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of taxes that the government could put on these things, more or less like on the import of it or exporting it to like across state lines, dude, there would be no national debt in 10 years. But the research and everything,
that sounds good.
But
reality of it, bro, I don't know. I disagree. I don't think that federal government should step in and legalize it, whatever, make it federally legal. I feel like they should decriminalize it because if they
Oh,
just make it federally legal, that means they're going to put federal regulations on it, and that's my issue with that.
that's
If
a
they
fair
put
point.
if they put federal regulations on weed, the black market's going to boom,
The, the thing
and that's
is
a
with
fact. That's a fact.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
they
No,
put
I
federal
don't doubt that.
regulations on weed, if they regulate weed the same way that they regulate motherfucking you
Alcohol.
know, alcohol and oxycontin and all that shit, boy. Mm-mm.
Well, I also
Because
think more of it.
everything's gonna have to be at a standard, right? Right.
Yeah, but
So
the
all
but
the
the
weed gonna have to be at a certain percentage of THC, right? Etc. 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 Mm-mm.
but the
I
thing
feel
that
like it's gonna fuck it up.
I think personally, between the federal government getting involved, I think they could also take input from the states that already have done it before they got involved, before they make any decision of the source. Because I think that's more or less where they're going to look at. They're going to look at the states that have had very much success and how they put into it. Because I don't think they're just going to jump in and say, "Oh, we're regulating this and we're doing it our way," unless they get
No,
their
no,
back.
they are. That's what the federal government does.
But they need to have the input from the people that have actually done it for way
Don't
longer.
give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. The federal government don't give a fuck at all.
Well, if they're making money, they probably will like a cut of that too from the states. But we'll see.
But that's my point. The federal government going to do it however it makes money for the federal government, not to benefit anyone else. But the federal government.
But the federal government.
If the federal government decriminalizes it, that's a whole different conversation.
I also kind of feel like that will also contribute to something on a negative aspect. Like they're going to do something crazy. Like they're going
That
to
just
say,
means
"Oh,
weed's not illegal at all, right? If we
I was
decriminalize, that means okay, there's nothing wrong with this shit. This is another plant, right?
yeah, yeah."
If they make it federally legal, that means it has to be federally regulated, right or wrong?
Well, that is correct. You also got to consider that they changed the smoking age for cigarettes from 18 to 21 like a couple years back. But they
This is
also
what I'm
made
saying, bro. They have to, and this is my whole point right here. Right, that's my whole point right here. They're gonna make it. They're gonna federally regulate that shit.
well, they've been federally regulating alcohol and cigarettes for years. Weed is probably going to be next on the agenda anyways, but it's like I said, there's something that's going to come from it being federally regulated. How that's going to come about, I think that there's a plan in mind, but remember, it has to go through House of Reps, Senate, goes to the president's desk. He signs it. Who knows at this point? But if it becomes a thing, like most of the states are doing it, so maybe there's something that they're going to be seeing here in the next couple of years. Because once they see how Maryland does it, Florida's on the ballot next year. We'll see.
We will see, but I don't think it's going to be that sweet, personally.
Or it's not going to be that simple. There's going to be hoops that we're
I
going to have
don't
to
think
jump
the
through.
federal government is going to be our best bet. The federal government should decriminalize, not fucking regulate.
Because a lot of states that started federally doing recreational decriminalize it first, right? Like I know, Maryland did it before they made it medical and then recreational.
And that's my point. That's different between the federal government coming in and say, "Oh, you feel me?"
Yeah, yeah.
It has not been decriminalized federally though.
Well, no, the states
it's still illegal federally.
Or transporting it across certain state lines, right? I think in certain yeah, but interstate lines, like that also qualifies as a federal thing, right?
Exactly. Cool. If you take it from one state to another, that's a federal thing now, right? So if you take weed from Arizona to motherfucking Nevada, now that's federal.
Lordy.
Yes. That's my situation.
Sad part is when Maryland voted for it, Arkansas decided not to go with it.
Yeah, Arkansas is such a fucking shitty ass place. I lived in Arkansas for a year. The people in Arkansas are amazing. The women are amazing. I love Arkansas in that sense. The food amazing, the culture, the friendly, hardworking people in Arkansas.
You also know who's from Arkansas? Bill Clinton.
Who? A piece of shit. But Arkansas though is just the politics is so scummy and stuff. It's
Yeah,
kind
well,
of
they're
stuck in
part.
the past. Arkansas is
Yeah,
very stuck in the past.
kind of like Texas and Alabama and all those Bible states.
Yep.
Because there's like three things that are on the people's agenda
Texas is
down
not
there.
so bad though.
Well, Texas is all about guns.
Well, it depends on what part of Texas, bro. Like Austin, Texas is different from Houston, Texas.
Oh yeah,
And Houston, Texas is different from Dallas, Texas. Texas is huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
Texas is huge, but the common sense of what's it called? What the South and the Bible states are is that Jesus, trucks, and guns, and if you're convenient, all three.
I mean, yeah, that's a general sense. I give you that. But like Austin's way more liberal, right? Austin has the gay pride and all that stuff. You feel me? Like
Houston has a majority of like the what's it called?
the blacks.
Well, I wouldn't go
blacks.
I wouldn't go as far as that, but it's just like you have more people in Houston and Dallas than you would in Austin. But Austin's also the state capital. Austin's also a college town.
Exactly, of course, agreed.
But Texas is also a place where a lot of headquarters are based out of because of how big their infrastructure is.
Yep, I call Texas all the time, bro. All the time I call Texas. Reefa.
Ooh.
Yes. But yeah, man, bro, let's move on to a sports topic here, man. Move on to a sports topic, actually.
Shoot me a sports topic. Talk sporty to me.
What's going on here, man? I'm trying to get someone on.
Surprised me a little bit with this topics.
Well, I might wait on sports questions. I'm trying to get someone else on actually, so I'm gonna wait for that for sports question. Yeah.
Oh,
these
the
are sports questions here, huh?
Yeah, you picked one actually that I think would register with you a little bit.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna wait on that actually. Let's turn that one off.
You're gonna save that one for later.
Save that one for later though, man.
Pull me up something interesting sports wise.
All right. Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. I need to hit the bowl in it. Oh, in it. It was one of these hockey questions on here I want to put up here. Where's it at? There we go. Booyah.
With the success of hockey in Las Vegas and Seattle, is basketball next? That's actually something personally I think is going to happen. I mean, it's got to. Seattle's been missing a sports team for basketball for like 15, 20 years. I think they're long overdue. Vegas has proven with hockey and with football that they can have the market for a basketball team. Seattle is in desperate need of a team. Personally, I think it's a win-win for both towns. However, the redistricting of the basketball, you would have to put two teams in the Eastern Conference if you were going to add a Vegas or a Seattle team. But you would end up having to move only Memphis and New Orleans to the Eastern Conference, which would probably give them a better chance of advancing to the playoffs.
If they put Memphis and New Orleans in the Eastern Conference, bro, that'd be some motherfucking heat. I know Memphis talking all this shit like they don't want to go to the fucking Eastern Conference, their Western Conference team. Memphis is never going to get out of the West.
The problem is the West just has a lot of talent. Like you have the Suns that have been phenomenal. That you haven't seen a team like that since the Steve Nash Suns of the early to mid 2000s.
Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire. Do not just fucking say Steve Nash.
I was saying the Steve Nash led, but you had Amari, you had Boris Diaw, you had Leandro Barbosa,
there we go.
Raja Bell.
No, okay. All
I
right,
know.
I'm just saying, motherfuckers think the Steve Nash sons. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Steve
Mario.
Nash was essential, yes, but Steve Nash was not, the end all be all, the whole
Oh no, no,
situation
no, no,
regarding
no.
that.
Nah, he was part of probably that core that involved Marion, DL, Stoudemire, and you had a switch up between Rajah Bell and Leandro Barbosa. Like that team could drop threes on you just like it could dominate the paint. Which
Man, Steve Nash, bro.
you also had Shaq on some of those teams too.
Exactly, bro.
But you also
Exactly,
have
bro.
the Timberwolves are coming back in some sense. You have the Clippers. You have
And someone can
Portland.
stay healthy on the goddamn Clippers.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just like the LA teams are struggling here and there. I mean, LeBron can't win by himself. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy. You're going
Nope.
through veterans literally every single year. Golden State's kind of deciding its identity still, even with Curry and Thompson, which are also
Yeah,
having to bounce between some of the other players.
bro. This year, the playoffs is for the taking, just like it has been for the last 3 fucking years. Honestly, anyone could
Well,
win it this year, bro. And real shit, I want the fucking Milwaukee Bucks to fucking do it again.
I
My
want
boy
to see
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Greek Freak. I'd love to see Dallas also make it big time because you got Doncic. You have
Yeah, look at
probably
the Dallas is very exciting.
Washington's coming back into fruition too with the way they've been playing because you had Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis finally returning to how he was in New York. Kind of feel like we're seeing a new feel from the Wizards, which is nice.
Yeah, because Kristoff just didn't like his whole situation in Dallas. I feel like,
The
what I'm
problem,
saying, and that just shows you what the right situation can do for you, the right coaches, etc. Right?
oh, tell that to Sacramento because Sacramento has also found themselves with former Maryland standout Kevin Herter. Dude basically was the final piece of the puzzle. Reminds me of freaking Peja Stojakovic lighting these people up from three. I'm enjoying some of these Maryland kids being in the NBA, like Herter. You had what's it called, Jake Lehman a few years ago making some noise. Hell, I hadn't seen some of these players, like I've seen them actually play on TV and stuff, but it's just like Herter has been making waves.
Yeah, he has though. He been on fire recently. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. But I don't know with the two cities, bro. I really, with me living in Vegas, I really hope a team comes to Vegas. That should be amazing, right?
Yeah, but
That'd be super
Seattle,
fire.
yeah, Seattle and Vegas would be the top two teams for a expansion. The only other place I can think of, if Canada basketball has gotten a backing behind it again, with Toronto being successful, they would have to They would have to make a team in Vancouver or Calgary or
Yeah, but
Winnipeg.
don't no one want to go there though. Don't no
Well,
one want to. Ain't no NBA player gonna want to go there. And that's
that's
the thing. That's the thing. You also got to take that into account because that's a
yeah,
problem that a lot of small market teams face. Right? Is that like Toronto, motherfuckers do not want to go to Toronto and play basketball. Motherfuckers do not want to go to Cleveland and play basketball. Motherfuckers want to go to LA and Miami though.
that's a fair point. But it's just like with the market being the way it is, you would be better off playing in Seattle or playing in Vegas before you go anywhere else up north. That's kind of
Bro.
case in point.
But these NBA players think about money, bro, and think about where they're gonna live at, right?
Without a doubt, yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So like, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Regarding Seattle would be dope though, but a team already failed in Seattle.
The team
So
didn't
like
fail. It's just like their contract expired for the arena and they got relocated.
that shit failed.
Oh,
Feel like
uh-oh.
a failure to me.
Oh, we got a extra party.
Yeah, we'll have my brother up here on some of these sports questions, man.
What's good, man?
What's the word?
What
What's
up,
going
bro,
on?
bro?
Welcome to the show.
How y'all feel today, man? Y'all good?
Oh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
goody
man.
hoodie, brother.
There we go. Good to hear, man. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, bro.
what do you feel about basketball teams in Vegas and Seattle sometime in the next 3 to 5 years? Do you think it's going to happen?
Man, I definitely see a team coming to Vegas. Um, I'll be shocked if they don't put a team in Mexico, to be honest. Because when you look at the scheme of it, it's about time for some expansion teams. Look how much money the NBA been making every year. They sitting on hundreds of millions. They definitely about to expand. You say Seattle? Oh yeah, they can revive the Supersonics brand.
Yeah, because like Seattle has the arena, the key arena got renovated for the Kraken's their NHL expansion team. They actually have been doing good. The Golden Knights went to the Stanley Finals their very first year, and they've been making the playoffs at least a couple times. So I personally think that both of them are going to be in the runnings for an expansion team.
Facts. So did you see they talking about putting one in Mexico?
I actually did not know that was a thing, but I mean, I wouldn't surprise me, considering the fact that NFL's playing games in Mexico. I think NBA's going out there.
Definitely, the NBA is definitely. That'll be crazy. An NBA team in Mexico City.
That'd be outrageous, bro. I ain't
That's
gonna lie to you, bro.
crazy. Man, I'm
NBA
excited.
team in Mexico City would be ridiculous as hell, G.
Facts, bro. I'm excited about Colorado football right now, man.
Oh, you mean with Coach Prime?
You see Coach Prime? He getting
Hold on. I'm gonna create a thing right here for that right there, bro. Create a
Coach
thing
Prime.
for that.
Go ahead, do it.
You got the two number one corners back-to-back years. You got Shador. He gonna be a Heisman Trophy candidate. The quarterback, his son.
The thing is also is that being a former defensive back himself, emphasizing defense wins championships to a whole nother level, and I agree. I respect that.
Absolutely. And I feel like a lot of people get caught up in the whole offenses, quarterbacks throwing touchdowns, but if you don't have a championship level defense, you're not winning no bowl games.
At all. You ain't winning shit.
No game importance. Like you gotta have a championship level.
You're not winning nothing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm so excited for this Deion Sanders shit. I'm going to a game.
Man, I'm trying to be there. I ain't gonna lie. Opening week gonna be.
I'm so excited. I'm going to a game.
Opening week, Colorado gonna be crazy.
I think it's like September 30th. Colorado faces USC. I just saw it on. I think it was College Game Day posted that schedule. So I'm actually kind of excited to see how that plays out.
Is it Colorado at USC?
I think it may be at USC. I'm not sure, but
okay.
But they are playing because they're in the same conference.
That's interesting.
That is crazy. Colorado and USC gonna play each other, bro. Coach Prime.
Well, with all them transfer players from Jackson State that went to Colorado,
bro, this shit about to be crazy as hell. He said his team is gonna be built 80-20 transfer portal and then people that they recruit.
Okay, he's not trying to rebuild. He's trying to
going win now.
Ooh. The transfer portal is the biggest game changer, and I kind of feel
that shit's so crazy.
The fact that just transfer, you don't got to sit out no year,
bro. If we would have had that shit, nigga, oh my god!
If y'all had that 10, 15 years ago, along with the NIL deals, you would be,
bro. You know how fat we be sitting right now.
There you
go.
I
was already telling, bro, because first thing I'd have did, bro. I'd have got me a fucking NIL deal with all the little local with a local pancake house, a local breakfast spot. You feel me?
Easy.
I'd have got me a deal with the a car dealership.
For
easy. Sure. You feel me, right?
I'm saying Division II guys getting NIL deals.
That's what I'm saying. The Popeyes boy, the Popeyes mean boy.
Yeah. New Jersey. Yeah.
I wonder how much his NIL deal is.
Probably because of that. Probably because of the exposure. Probably in the millions.
We definitely would have gotten some NIL deals for sure.
Crazy, bro. And then the transfer portal. So as soon as you do some bullshit like, man, I'm out of here. Deuces.
You can go somewhere. You can go to somewhere weak and heat up.
You could treat that shit like a business. Back then, it was hard to sit out a year, the finances and all that stuff.
Horrible.
Man, bro.
Bro, let me tell you a story because there's a guy that used to play on Maryland's football team who also played lacrosse. Guy transferred to one of the Division 2 or 3 schools that competes against the local university down here, University of West Florida, led them to a national championship. Played, I think, preseason this year in the NFL for like the Falcons. He was like their tight end, caught some touchdowns. But yeah, kid went from playing D1 football to D2 or 3 while also winning a national championship in lacrosse for the University of Maryland. Then wins a D2 or 3 championship with one of the football teams that competed against West Florida. So that extra year eligibility in the transfer portal is really coming in handy for a lot of those programs, especially with last year, Florida standout kid went to one of the schools down here, transferred to Maryland. We had the most dangerous receiving core in the country for Maryland, and all 3 of those guys are in the draft right now. But Tua's brother just announced he's coming back for a senior year. So,
bro, the NIL shit, and then they're paying the players to come back for their senior year. That changes so much shit, bro. Before, you left college to get money. Now dudes are staying in college because they make more money in college than going to the NFL.
But you're also getting incentive to graduate and all that and not having to do it later in life, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, fuck the incentives to graduate. It's about the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you're set. Especially if you don't get drafted or things don't work out, you have a fallback.
Exactly. You already made $6, $7, $10 million, $20 million.
Now you can invest in something smart and you could go about your business.
Absolutely amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Especially, I wish this was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You would be getting paid right now. You would be sitting in that loft.
Sound like that.
Merch, bro. All right. So we're gonna move the questions along here. I got another question we're gonna ask here, bro. I just gotta edit so it scroll across the bottom.
Okay. Enlighten me,
Here we
man.
go here. Boom, there we go. Bro, with all allegations dropped and suspension reduced, plus being released by the LA Dodgers, should Trevor Bauer get to play in Major League Baseball ever again?
That man should not have been released by the Dodgers because that's like the last part of their bullpen they had, part of their rotation they had left. Dude basically did what he was supposed to do while he was serving like a 1.5-year suspension. I mean, he did everything that he was supposed to do.
What was the suspension for?
Domestic assault and all that shit.
Oh, the domestic violence shit.
Yeah. But most of that stuff was like against women who actually consented, but said that he was being a little too rough or outside of what they were expecting, but they consented. But the thing is, Major League reduces suspension after an appeal. Dude then gets released by the Dodgers, and now he's qualified for like a veteran minimum, which is like $700,000 for a year. Dude has a vlog on YouTube, and he's been literally working on his game. Like, he has not stopped working on his game, even when he was sitting out during his suspension.
But he's still out here choking bitches.
No, like when he was not the point, but well, he was serving his suspension, but he was also like, waiting.
Choking bitches.
Since since no video came out, you feel me? No type of shit like that. Easier to sweep underneath the rug, you feel me? If there was a video of him actually doing in the act and things like that, he might be banned from the league forever.
Yeah, he would be like the 1919 White Sox, get banned for freaking life. But the thing is, dude, there's no concrete evidence. I mean, Major League conducted its research.
No, they got a video somewhere. The MLB just ain't gonna let that shit out. There's a video of that motherfucker choking bitches somewhere.
But the dude has a vlog. He's been working on his game literally every single video. Like, he's been doing this for the better part of a 1.5 years. He has not.
I mean, that's his job, bro.
Most people would get lazy after a while.
He get paid millions of dollars, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's
what's
not
his contract?
He was like one of the highest paid pitchers. Let me pull this up real fast.
What's his contract, bro?
What you think about Shannon Sharp getting into it with the Memphis Grizzlies?
Oh my god!
Oh, Uncle Shannon ain't playing no games.
Now see, Unc went down there. He had a couple shots of that Hennessy. He had a couple shots of that Yak.
You know he did. He had a cup in his hand.
The way he was standing there talking crazy to them.
Let's be honest for like 5 seconds. We're all waiting for him to come up on Monday with Unlimited with Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. I want to see Skip try to talk shit to this man.
That shit's gonna be crazy. This shit's gonna go crazy. This is gonna be an amazing episode. Everyone's waiting for this shit.
The next two Mondays I am waiting for because I want to see Skip try to talk shit to Shannon, and then once the Cowboys lose to the 49ers, I would love to see Shannon talk a whole bunch of shit. That'd be great.
Bro. First off, with the Shannon Sharp shit, bro, back to the Shannon Sharp shit at the game, bro. That's just black motherfuckers being black, bro. Right? Talking that shit.
That's just athlete shit.
Exactly, though, right? And like, he not scared of nobody over there. He a football guy. He got real strength.
That's tough man sport.
Yeah, them dudes over there is lighting them niggas they lighting the ass over there. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be tough as hell to play football that long.
Bro, you see how Shannon Sharp wasn't moving. He was in the middle there, but like, man, what did you want? What's up?
Yo, he was just sitting there with his blazer on or whatever. He was just like, bro, I'm just sitting here. What are you guys doing?
He's still benching 400 pounds.
Bro, that shit was phenomenal.
Dude just stood his ground, and those motherfuckers were coming at him. Was like, nah, I'm gonna back off before I get in trouble.
Did you see John Morant's father?
Yeah, T. Morant. Yeah, that man basically, like, those guys are trying to catch smoke, and Shannon was just like, he was sitting right there. He was just sitting there. He didn't move.
He don't want no smoke with Shannon.
Boy, that motherfucker. That
get his drunk ass on.
I was about to say that, bro. Get his drunk ass on somewhere with that shit, boy.
I would love to just see Shannon was just standing there. I would love to see Shannon with a cup in his hand, just drinking, and be like, "I'm just gonna sit here and see if you're gonna do something, because I ain't moving."
Then Dylan Brooks calling him a regular pedestrian. I said, bro, that's a Hall of Famer, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? You are a pedestrian.
You are a pedestrian.
You the regular motherfucker here.
Dude hasn't won a championship, but Shannon Sharp got 2 Super Bowls. Fuck out of here.
Fact.
And a Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
there you go. One of the best tight ends to do it.
Dylan Brooks is crazy.
When Dylan Brooks is on a team that wins a championship that isn't named the Los Angeles Lakers, then I would give Dylan Brooks his respect. But until then,
bro, when did Dylan Brooks get into the league?
He's been in the league for like 3-4 years at least, I think.
Okay.
But regarding the Trevor Bauer thing, it was three years, $102 million with an opt-out after 2021, 2022. But that's when
bro, you pay that motherfucker that much, he better be working out.
Exactly.
Fuck you, me.
But he got the longest suspension for domestic violence in the history of MLB because the closer.
Of course, because he was tweaking, but of course he working out because he won another one of them checks.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get caught sleeping on the job. That's for sure.
Man, that's crazy as hell. That's crazy, the motherfucker, bro. My man out here choking chicks. What was that movie called, bro? Everybody was watching. Damn.
What movie?
Whatever. I don't know. The Bucket Turns movie. The nigga was choking the chicks. On some creep boy freaky shit. It don't matter, bro.
What the fuck?
Unless he was doing some 50 Shades bullshit.
That's what I was talking about. 50 Shades of Grey. His ass was 50 Shades of Grey, bitches.
What was he tying them up and whipping them or some shit?
Probably, bro.
Yikes. I don't even want to have. Bro. I worked at a movie theater when that came out, and I remember it because the first 50 Shades came out with the first Kingsman. Finding condoms.
Ayo, peep. This is our last question right here. We're gonna wrap it up, and then we're gonna hop on again a little later tonight for the UFC fights tonight, BH.
Oh shit! What time the fight start?
Yeah, the undercard coming on here in a little bit, and then for the main fight, we're gonna stream and watch the fight and stream and talk about the shit.
Yeah, that's a fight. I gotta get ready for that.
Exactly. So the last question is this: because of the Damar Hamlin incident, should college and pro athletes be more concerned with heart health?
Man, that's that damn vaccine shot.
I think there's more to it than just that, if we're going to be honest. I mean, health-related issues aren't just from this vaccine. I mean, let's face it.
People in prime athletic capability having strokes.
Well, think about it this way. Most people also probably have heart defects and stuff that they're not seeing right away. Think about it this way. Hank Gathers collapsed on the court. NCAA basketball back in the 90s.
When was that? That's the 90s. We talk about in 2023. Bro,
Yeah.
bro, I'm talking about the
right.
amount of health scans and shit the motherfuckers got, bro. They know exactly what's going on with that nigga heart.
To get on a pro football field. To get on a pro field.
You see, well, I can also tell you some other stories. Like Hank Gathers dying on the court is one thing.
The 90s.
But then you had, like, 10 years ago, guy that played NHL by the name of Chris Pronger took a slap shot straight to the chest and then ended up, like, passing out and shit. So when you really think about it, you have to also consider the fact, like, heart health is not just, like, you know, standard. It's also, like, hereditary, too. Like,
my boy.
Oh, my man BH in the building. Rigga in the building. Rocky.
Yo, my guy.
Hey, Ninja, bro. This the last question, and we're going to close this bitch out real talking then, because we're going to hop on again a little bit for the fight.
You doing a fight companion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's get that going. That's a good idea, really.
Yeah.
I'm reading the question because of the Hill incident. Yeah, I feel like that should always, to answer that question, like, that should have been, like, a concern from off get-go. Like, every time they tell you when you first play a sport, they tell you, hey, you can die in the sport. They make you sign a consent form. You know, that, like, you know, there's a possibility that you might die in that sport. And with heart conditions being something like, because I've had a friend actually die, like, on the court because of a heart condition, like playing basketball.
Yeah, I know, but, like, that's fine. You know, I mean, I'm not saying, oh, my bad. That's not fine.
All right, Skip.
Skip. That's fucked up. My bad, bro, right? My bad. That's fucked up, right? What I was going to say is that we're talking about like the college, Division I college and the NFL level, right? At that point, they should know, you know what I'm saying, if he has any underlying heart conditions.
Oh, with the resources that they have to check on these athletes, and like, bro. They should know at that point, right? Like, you know, at that point, with the amount of money that's going on in this shit, ain't no way in hell you mean tell me that you don't know this motherfucker got a fucking heart defect.
But the thing is also, like, underlying wise or not, it's just like I feel like half these players should be getting physicals like every month, but they should also be monitored like before they go into training camp and stuff. I don't know.
I wouldn't say every month. That's ridiculous.
I mean, during the regular season.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because then that basically like a drug test. Like, you drug testing me every month. Like, damn.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, the NBA
they do get a physical. People. I mean, everyone drug testing, but it's not every month.
And no players association is going to agree with that. Like, be like, hey, let's get a physical. Because as soon as we get the physical, they're going to hand you that cup.
Yep. Or some weird shit. Or it could be some weird shit. Or it's going to affect your contract because you weigh too much and all this other bullshit like that.
Exactly.
But I know that they got to do a physical before they do training camp, though. And that's 100% facts. Because
that's also before
because motherfuckers be getting fined and shit for coming to training camp overweight and stuff like that. Like, that happens all the time, right? So, like, but I do think that it needs to be much more resources need to be put into that. Because there's a guy for the 49ers who died in 2010s. I don't know, offensive lineman. You know what I'm talking about, Ninja? Yep. And
I can't remember his name, but I remember that my man's died. Yeah,
he passed out in the locker room. He died in the hospital. Yep, he had a heart problem. You feel me?
Yeah,
but like, you know, that shit should be investigated.
Yeah, people are dying from heart problems, just like you had people dying from like heat stroke. Like the same practices that they had to prevent that should also be taken into initiative with the health problems that after the Hamlin incident.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question also to be, because you know we don't agree. What I might not agree with is, how do you know when, like, what's the medicine? What's the science behind figuring out if someone has an underlying heart problem? Like I like, yeah, EKG, but like
You have to look at family.
that's like more like you would have to go to a because like so my condition like with what I like go through like I have to go to a cardiologist.
Yep.
They don't know. I had a brain aneurysm, but they said I need to go to a cardiologist because they can't just tell off rip, hey, you may have an underlying heart problem too. You have to go see a specialist for that. So, like, with that being said, like, does everybody in the NFL or in any college or professional sport need to go to a cardiologist before they play the sport?
I just think during the regular season, hold up. Start of the season or start of training camp, absolutely. When you sign a contract, a physical has to be taken into consideration before you even get said contract, right?
Of course, yes. I can see 3 physicals a year.
Yeah.
But like this is
one in the middle of the year and one right before the playoffs.
Yeah, but those physicals don't say that you might have cardiac arrest later on in life. That doesn't say that.
You're right.
All that tells you is that you're good to play.
I mean like a full checkup. I'm talking about like
a full physical, and even the full physical checkup.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about a fucking EKG, a brain scan.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about a motherfucking.
That man.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. You feel me? RoboCop that nigga. Like,
yeah, I mean that's actually
3 times a year. They should RoboCop their ass.
Like you're good to go.
Like, all right, you good? Let's get out of here. Read the next one, then. Johnson. You know. But yeah, G. But yeah, that's my opinion on this shit, man. But
yeah,
but real shit, y'all. I'm gonna wrap it up because I want to play the video game before the other stream. So
I will.
I just want to hop in.
I appreciate it, boy. What the hell?
You know what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big fella, big rig. Thank y'all for joining the stream. Let's do this again next week. Just remember, we never agree.
Never.
All right, later, guys.
Peace.
Adios. Get beaten. Ninja, hop on Call of Duty.